ladies and ladies and gentlemen, so Metallica dropped a new album with a track, a world tour with the Pantera tribute. Typically I review live music on here, but because it's Metallica and they're starting a world, I mean, I love Metallica. I've seen Metallica so many times. And I'm super pumped to see this Pantera tribute. Yeah, I know it's not the same without the brothers, but damn it, they should be honored. So let's go. So I figured, why not? We'll make an exception and we'll pull up this new Metallica Lux Æterna, however the hell you say it, #1 in trending. I have not watched this before. If you're new to this channel, I will start and stop and try to figure out like some cool stuff that I hear. So, you know, I have my very tasty beverage with me. I got my metal tone all dialed in. You know, I got my single coils, a load of reverb, if you will, just to get everybody losing their minds. Always good. Anyway, let's hit the button. Let's see what the hell the boys have been up to. Okay, this is a throwback. This is old school and thrashy. Let's just sort of walk down the beginning. Yeah, don't give me crap about not downstroking everything like Hetfield, right? I can't do it. I got an alternate pick. I'm a mortal. So you're just going down from D, right? Chromatic, and you end up on A, and then this is where the main riff comes from. Double bass for days. Something like that. That second part is wrong. It's yeah, there's something weird in there, but A minor is your neighborhood. Love that. So you got this groove here. You got where the focus is on A. I forget, I didn't learn the other parts, but then it goes down to G, then F, and then E. Right? So you're heavy in just Aeolian, right? So this would be like you're heavy in it, but then you got the little run in E. Lux Æterna. That double bass is just going. There's that wah. You knew it was coming. Exhilaration, frenzy sensation, kindred alliance connected inside. Commiseration, sonic salvation, cast out the demons and strangle your life. Full speed or nothing, full speed or nothing. Lux Æterna, Lux Æterna. So I like how in the chorus, right, when he's screaming the Lux Æterna, that it harkens back to that from before, but it's different. So it's like they started the song with this chromatic thing that goes down. And then you got this riff, which is the hook, right? And so when you get to the chorus and they're repeating the hook over and over and over again, and you have this little thing that you introduced before, man, you really are imprinting that in people's brains. Like, one of the biggest things I always look out for is how these big bands get so damn big. And they do it by crafting songs that are not just like unforgettable, but literally people can't get them out of their head. Repetition is huge. Introducing a very simple and memorable hook and bringing it back and bringing it back and bringing it back, but altering it a little bit every now and again. I mean, that is something Metallica has always done exceedingly well. Just make little tiny changes as the song progresses, but it all has that same, it's the same fingerprint in the ear, if you will, right? So the listener, the non-musician, is like, oh yeah, that's that song that has that part. That's that song that has that part. That's the key. So you got the. That's what I was getting wrong before. It's. Wait. No. It's just like a 4 into the flat 5 with a little tug. So it sounds like. I could be wrong, but how cool is that? Inverted power chord, by the way. So this is 5th root, right? So you don't always have to have your root in the bass, right? This would be D and A, respectively, root and 5th, but now we just have A and D like that. So there's no third, that's just an inverted power chord. You do it through the flat 5, brutal.
Lux Æterna!
Why not go to E minor? That was cool. This is old school Metallica. Holy shit. Here we go. Here we go. So, for the solo, we modulate to E minor, because why wouldn't we?
Lux Æterna!
All right, so all I'm doing is I'm taking guesses. I'm stone cold guessing. I heard E. I'm assuming it's E minor. My thought process in trying to figure this out, and again, this is not going to be correct. This is not going to be note for note. The idea is to give you the broad strokes of what Kurt may or may not be thinking when he crafted this thing. So what I'm hearing is, okay, it's 4 notes, picked fast. What is the high note, and what is the low note, right? So I'm listening for the highest pitch. I think it's A, and the lowest pitch I think is E, and then I'm adding in the G and the F sharp, because those are the other notes in that key, right, of E minor. Now, if we're sticking with A minor, there's an F. So I could be doing it wrong, and it could be this stretch like this with this F, but my gut feeling is Kurt went with the F sharp, right? Let's keep going. Yeah. Instead of, I think F sharp. I don't know. Someone in the comments will know. Now, so if you watch this channel a lot, you know what I'm about to say. When you hear something that sticks out and you're like, ooh, that's cool, stop, figure it out, put words to it so you can use it. This double stop that you hear him do, now you might think to yourself, oh yeah, that is an inverted power chord, because it's 2 notes, same fret, right? 2 different strings, just like we had down here. But it's not, because this is the 3rd and 2nd string. And the tuning discrepancy with the 2nd string Actually, what this gives you is your 4 and the major third of that 4 chord. Right? So this is the 6th degree in E minor, but is the third of your 4 chord. That's why one of my favorite sayings is your 6 is your 4. Remember it forever. Because the 6th is the third of your 4 chord. And so this little move here, it pops because it sounds brighter, right? Because you're implying a major 4 chord. But you're just pushing through it, right? You're making it filthy, but that's that little brightness. That's why that sounds that way. My chops are way off, but point is, something like that. Again, E minor, pentatonic, 4 through the 5, and then bend from flat 7 to your root to 1. Yeah. All right, so now, I don't have my bar. I'm not going to stop the video. We do ice cold, 1 take, ladies and gentlemen. But he's hammering and pulling off on the open 3rd string. I feel like it's on A. Maybe he moves around. Maybe it goes to G or whatever. The point is, you have the open G string, which is the minor 3rd of E minor, and then you're dumping the bar, which is like the most fun thing ever to do while you're keeping this going. Right? And you're dumping the bar and bringing it back up. And he's got some octave effect on there, but that sounds monstrous. Same thing. You need the bar to do it. But anyway, you dump it, you let it go slack, you hit the thing, you bring it back up, dump it, let it go slack, hit the thing, and over and over and over again. I think he's pedaling off of that A there. And same thing. So same thing here, but now he's going focusing on that G, which by the way works because he just teed it the hell up with the open G string where you're diving with the bar. So you're going from this octave, dump it, and then if you're real slick when you dump it, you can grab the harmonic on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. And what is that? That, my friends, is G. So I don't know if he did that, but that's a fun thing to do. And then he's Kirk Hammonning it, you know. Up there. And then a chromatic nonsense with a big nosedive to finish it off. Classic! Yeah! Some extra tone in there. I'll find it when I'm not on this video.
Emancipation, kill isolation, never alone for the feelings they like. Amplification, lightning the nation, never alive more than right here tonight. Full speed or nothing, full speed or nothing.
I love that FTE.
Lux Æterna, Lux Æterna, yeah.
Bass sounds huge, Robert. Okay, this is classic Metallica that we can all get behind. All right, so key takeaways. What do we have? What did we see there? We see a band that really, really knows how to make a metal hit. That's what you're seeing. the song began and end the exact same way. You had that chromatic walk down, and then with the staggered hits, that little motif that gets introduced in the beginning, and then, you have verse, chorus, verse, chorus. The chorus hints to that little motif again. You got your classic modulation solo going to E minor when you've been in A this whole time grooving. You got those little spicy things that Kurt's throwing in there to make it just not quite all the way E minor, implying that major 4 chord, right? That, your 6 is your 4. That's a super classic thing. Kurt's always throwing little things in there, like Enter Sandman, right? When Enter Sandman comes in that one part, that, ladies and gentlemen, there is no G sharp anywhere in that game, okay? But it works right there, and for that same reason. I hope I got the key right with that. I haven't played that song in forever. But the point is, that's a Kirk-ism, right? You got the wah-wah, but then you're also throwing in those little pieces of major in that blues fashion. Really kind of shows how he came up, and that's just like a quintessential thing that he does. But you got the killer solo section, right, with the modulation, with all the different hits, right, and you come out of it, and you're chugging along, you hit the chorus again, it just hammering home that melody, hammering home that motif, and then you finish the same way you started by that descending thing. You got that lick again, and then you hit it and quit it. That's why they're Metallica. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I love you. I hope you're doing well out there. Please drop a link in the comments. If you dig the vibe, please subscribe. And if you want to take any lessons and courses, or if you're curious about how I approach learning songs that you kind of just only see me hint at in the video, and you'd like to have an actual structure, click the first link in the description. It's called GuitarGate. It's my life's work. It has all my lessons, all my courses, and I consider it to be the most positive and encouraging music community online. We have almost 10 moderators. We don't tolerate any negativity. It is just all of us trying to motivate and inspire us to keep this thing in our hands and just get a little bit better every day. So if that sounds like your type of thing, click the first link in the description. It's only $15. I love you. Cheers. And Metallica, I will be seeing you on tour. I don't know which one, maybe the MetLife one, but I want to see it. Cheers.